Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill,
Here we go.
I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And, of course, Dennis Schroeder. Fultz with it. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Well, you can see Markelle Fultz starting to get comfortable, understanding how to thread the pass through the defense. Boy, you think back to Markelle Fultz and the first couple of seasons in the league. I don't know that there was a player more scrutinized at such a young age.
Now here's Fultz. Here's Towns. Right side Fultz. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Well, terrific to see Markelle Fultz knock it down, looking more and more assertive in the mid-range.
And it's Moran off the drive. And he gets that one. Well, with Fultz, it's never easy being the #1 overall pick. All eyes on you. That was the case with him, Doris.
Right. Expectations are always so high if you go first in the draft. And the franchise putting so much on the possibilities of your talent. And it may not be fair to a young player. That's the reality. But to his credit, Fultz tuned out the noise, concentrated on improving his game every day. And that's the process it has to be about.
There's always been a lot of talk about Markelle Fultz's shooting. But Grant, one sign as to the strides he's made in his first few years in the league was the upward trend in his free throw shooting.
And when you see that kind of improvement, B.A., it speaks to the work he's put in. You don't become a great free throw shooter by accident. It takes time and effort, and Fultz put in plenty of both.
Here's Fultz. Following the score by Dallas. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And here's Minnesota now. It's a 3-point game. Right side Fultz. Goes up on the wing. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Dominant on the boards. Karl-Anthony Towns knows I can get points on the board by getting to the offensive glass.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Towns. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. It's McDaniels on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Fultz. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Now here's Morant. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Fultz. He has 7.
Wow, Markelle Fultz finishing with power. This guy's confidence growing and growing.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
11 feet out. Back to Fultz. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Now here's Ayton. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Timberwolves ball.
And Minnesota calls time here.
For Minnesota.
And when you watch Towns, one thing is clear. He's one of the best in the league. He gives you so much when he's on the floor.
Mavericks dance team. Give it a hand, fans. Your Mavericks dance team.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Towns on a screen. Fultz into the lane. Good. That's his fifth bucket in 9 attempts.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside none. Dedmon a screen. That shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. Fultz into the lane. Love grabs the miss.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. That shot missing. Oh, stolen by Fultz. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves ahead, up 7. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break.
Go on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team. All right, look who's coming on the court.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Some great drives to the bucket for them tonight.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Anthony Edwards.
Put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Morant into the lane. Lets it go from deep. Ntilikina gets the bucket. And Doris, you know a thing or two about dropping dimes from your college playing days. I've seen it. So in your opinion, who's the best passer in the league today?
Boy, this is not an easy answer, B.A. Chris Paul is going to go in the Hall of Fame as a point guard, and he manned that position, and for a good decade, he was one of the best in the business. But if I were saying best ever and best right now, it's hard for me to go away from LeBron James. His vision, his creativity, his ability to make the game easy for his teammates, I'd say LeBron James. We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Edwards. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Timeout called for Minnesota. It's a T-shirt Monday.
And the Timberwolves making a change here.
Timberwolves substitution. Markelle Fultz.
And here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Aiden. Back to Morant. Oh, good D by Edwards. Minnesota in the lead. Towns for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
It's been fun watching Brandon Ingram's scoring stats climb. He's a guy who can really fill it up, whether he's inside or outside of the arc. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Minnesota Timberwolves and their sister franchise, the Lynx, under new management, or at least that's the plan starting in 2023. A key part of the sales agreement was stipulation that the teams remain in Minnesota, something that's got to make the fans in the Twin Cities very happy.
Oh, that's great news, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Morant. Oh, good D by Edwards. You know, Grant, what's really impressive about Ingram's scoring is what he can do on those nights when he just goes off.
Yeah, we've seen some explosive stuff from him on the offensive end from time to time. Now, when he's dialed in, he can absolutely torch you. You just wish he could perform at that level every night.
5 on the clock. And the foul called on Markelle Fultz.
That's his first
foul of the game.
Second team foul.
The Mavericks trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Morant. Here he goes. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Fultz. Ooh, Ayton with the block. They get it back. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Timberwolves substitution. Malik Beasley.
And here's Dallas. They trail by 6. The drive by Morant. And the shot goes. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
To the inside. Here's Batum. The shot off that time. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Pass to Batum. To the wing, right side. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer. Batum's got 6.
Well, we know Markelle Fultz can get cooking on the offensive end, but his responsibility to get the guys around him involved, nicely done.
So both teams changing it up here. There's 57 seconds left in the second. Gordon, left side. To the left wing. Here's Dedmon. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Fultz into the lane. Here's Towns. And it's blocked by Dedmon.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Dedmon a screen. Hey, here's none for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Fultz. Good D by Nunn. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's the Mavericks now. 2-point game. Now here's Morant. He's got 12. Pass to Ntilikina. On the take. Here's Ayton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Right side Fultz. Pulls up, high post. Connects, the jumper drops. Fultz has got 13.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence.
Shot's good by Morant.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Fultz. About a minute played here in the second half. Avdia from outside. Can't get it to drop. And it's Dallas the other way. Back to Morant. For the lead. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And it's Fultz off the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 15.
Well, Markelle Fultz, that tight handle allows that kind of move to be made. That is pretty, folks.
Pass to Ntilikina. Good, and the setup by Morant. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, this guy knows it's his role to get his guys going. Fultz doing a nice job moving the ball. Boy, you have to feel for Karl Anthony Towns these last few years. Obviously, losing close family members during the pandemic, one of the toughest personal stretches for anyone.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Outside Fultz. Towns. And the layup is good. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter. And Towns, throughout all the turmoil, Duras, he's been a model leader.
You know what I love about Karl Anthony Towns is the grace with which he has handled some incredibly difficult challenges, has shown unbelievable strength throughout his tenure in the NBA.
Outside for Ingram. Right side Morant. The crossover. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team. All right, fans, that was the Mavericks dance team. Make some noise,
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With his team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
The first one falls. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks.
DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton hits them both. Well, Grant, he hails from Germany. Dennis Schroeder, one of the fastest guys in the league. He is a blur when he's on his game.
And also, let's not forget, he played 3 years professionally in his native Germany before coming to the association, and he has never looked back.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick-and-roll action. Very good decision maker.
Gordon outside. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. And Minnesota calls time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Shots good by Schroeder.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
There's a screen by Love. Gordon, right side. The three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota in the lead. Out to the right wing. Outside Robinson. Towns for three. He drops it from range. Towns has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, bigs now have got to be able to stretch the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, a knockdown three-point shooter.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns.
Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team. Come on, man.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Now Fultz. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Pass to Towns. Now Edwards. Over Ayton. And again, it's Minnesota converting. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, the well-rounded offensive arsenal allows Cat to deliver consistently on the offensive end. And boy, he is in rhythm right now.
The drive by Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Going second overall in 2019, John Morant looks like a franchise cornerstone, carrying Memphis to a play-in game as a rookie. And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
And Allie, thanks. And it's powered home by Towns.
That's his first personal
Well,
foul.
battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the stripe.
And that one falls for Towns. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this 4th quarter. Down low. Deflects the pass. And now the T-Wolves on the break. McDaniels, that's good.
McDaniels.
And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The drive by Morant. Pass to Ayton. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Karl Anthony Towns.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Fultz with it. Pass to Towns. Back to Fultz. Lays it up and banks it in. Fultz has got 19 points.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Here's Ayton. And there's a 3-second violation.
Minnesota ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Fultz. There's the drive. And he gets it to go. 21 points in the game.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
2 minutes.
And he makes it.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Counted from distance. Towns has got 17 points here in the second half.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Here's Fultz. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, Markelle Fultz doesn't stand and settle for a jumper. He attacks the rim with that athleticism. Nicely done.
Basket's good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Fultz can't get it to go. Dallas now, time running out. Outside Morant. Outside Tucker.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Timberwolves.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. Here's Minnesota. And here's Fultz. Misses in close. Now here's Morant. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block.
Who decide when and where you choose to shop with that hard-earned money that you use to cop this? Only 5'6", but I feel it 10-4. So if I hit 'em high, maybe you could hit 'em low. If you're talking in the middle of the show, why is always someone leaving from the middle of the road? I don't really get it, man. I didn't really know that. People didn't think I could live up to the hype like. You talking, I'm a god on the mic. I really 5'5.5", but larger than life. I'm on the block like, yeah, I mean, I love in the spotlight. Yeah, I mean, never got a ring though. Yeah, I mean, still Hall of Fame though. Yeah, I mean, you gotta respect that. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gotta stress that. Yeah, I mean, if you talking about a list, then I'm looking top 3. Give a about a league, ain't nobody like me. Yeah, I mean.